Hi everyone, I'm Cami from Chesapeake Art Center. I'm normally the ceramics teacher, but today I'm going to be doing some drawing with you all. Today we'll be doing kind of a 3D optical illusion drawing of a hand. I learned this project when I was doing student teaching when I was in college, and the teacher there did this with the 8th grade class. And I thought it was pretty fun. So I didn't come up with this, but I really enjoyed it and I want to share it all with you. All you need is really just a piece of paper, a straight edge. It doesn't have to be a ruler, but I chose a ruler, a pencil. You need a pencil with an eraser, and markers, or it doesn't even have to be markers. It can be paint if you want to do it with paint, or crayons, anything, pencils, markers is just what I had, so that's what I chose to use. Alright, so the first thing that you want to do with your piece of paper is actually trace your hand. So you're going to put your hand directly on the piece of paper. Hopefully you can see it from that angle. And then you take your pencil and you're going to trace your hand. You can hold your hand out open, you can hold it in kind of a different position, whatever you want. But you take your pencil and then you're going to trace your hand very lightly. You don't want to press down too hard because you're going to erase these marks later on. Okay. So pretty simple. I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty light, but I didn't press down too hard. Alright, so the second step is to draw lines across your paper. This is where that ruler or straight edge comes in. You can make your lines really even, so you can measure them out and make sure they're nice and even, or you can take the length of the ruler and you can measure it out that way. It doesn't have to be even. You can just draw a line straight across. You can freehand it if you really wanted to. But the goal is to get lines that go straight across your hand drawing. While I'm doing these lines though, I do want to make sure that I do not yet draw on the inside of the hand. So I don't know if you can really see this, but I'm going to draw a line that's straight across, and then when I come to this little point where I can see my hand, I'm going to avoid drawing inside of my hand. If you do, that's fine. You could just erase it. So if you wanted to do that technique too, where you just take that line and you draw straight across, then you can erase whatever is on the inside of your hand. So you want to make sure that the lines that are straight go all the way across the paper. I don't know if you can see that, but do not go on the inside of your hand yet. Okay? Well, I guess some of them on there are, but we can erase that. Okay. Wait, one more. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. And you're going to go all the way down your paper. I do suggest to do like smaller lines. If you do super thick ones, you can't, it's kind of hard to see the image. You'll see I did one earlier that I had super thick lines, and you can still see it, but I find that the one where you kind of make thinner lines, you can see it a little bit more. So play around with it, maybe do a few of them, see if you can do ones with different lines. You can change the length of lines if you really want to as well. But yeah, make sure you go all the way down your paper. Alright, so once you've finished drawing your lines all the way down your paper, we're going to move on to the next step. I did draw mine a little bit darker just so you could see. Those lines go straight across the background, but don't go in your hand, so your hand is empty. The next thing that you're going to do is take those lines that do go across and you're going to connect them. So this bottom line right here, I'm going to connect it to the other end of the line, except now I'm going to make it curved. Okay, so let's see, I'm going to take one end of the line do a nice curve all the way to the other end of the line. So hopefully you can see that. So it's a nice curve, and I'm going to do that all the way up the hand. So another curve. All right. So you're going to continue all the way up the hand. So that way the line that goes straight across is still connected, but has a little bump on the inside of the hand. Now when you come to the fingers where you have multiple spaces, you're going to continue doing those bumps. So I don't know if you can see from there, but basically I take one, I can do one bump, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 4. Okay. So you can see there, I'm still going straight across. I'm still connecting those lines, but I do a little bump each time I go over the hand, and you're going to go all the way down your drawing to connect all the lines. All right, so hopefully your drawing now kind of looks something like this, that it's, you have that curve on the inside of your hand, but a straight line across the back. And go all the way up your fingers, all the way up your thumb, all the way down. Now, the next part is to erase the lines that you originally made with your hand. So I can come in and erase all the lines, all of the original hand drawing. So that's why we want to make sure that we draw very lightly, so then that way when we erase, that it can erase really easily and you don't have those marks all the way down your paper. Actually, I'm just gonna... Okay, so you're gonna erase the whole thing. I didn't quite do that yet, but so then it will kind of end up looking something like that. Okay. Alright, so now that your original hand drawing is gone, you can just see the lines that go straight across. This is now the time that we get to color it in. So you can choose your markers, or if you have paints or crayons, whatever you want to use. You can use one color, you can do all different colors, as long as each stripe is not the same color as the next one down, or side by side. So these were the 3 colors that I chose on the last drawing. So I'll start with that. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna start, you can start wherever you want, but I'm gonna start here at the bottom. I'm gonna start by following and tracing that line that I made. So remember, it's straight across, and then it's curved where your hand was, and then I'm going to continue straight across. And then you're just going to color that in. So color in that whole band. That whole stripe. Just because I don't want to get my kitchen table full of marker, I'm going to put another piece of paper underneath. Okay. All right. So you can see that I drew one band. So you're going to go all the way up and color all the bands, and in the end it should look something kind of like this. Right? So it looks like you have kind of a 3D hand popping out of the paper there. Play with all the different colors, all different stripe sizes, different materials. I don't know, I thought this was a pretty fun project. So yeah, all right, so have fun doing this, and I'll be back with more kind of 3D drawings. Yeah, all right.